Hi everyone. Okay, so I have been given a challenge to do a video series about lots of different topics, and I'm going to do just that to explain certain things. Sometimes it's better than typing. I'm going to try and keep them short, and I will put them on my blog eventually, and maybe YouTube as well. The first one is what is a subluxation? This is a word you probably have never heard, and in chiropractic, it's a little bit of a loaded word. I won't get into the reasons why or the politics behind it. Because of the school I went to, I don't like the word very much. But a subluxation is actually what a chiropractor treats. When the vertebrae are out of place or not moving properly is the way I like to explain it better. When they're out of place or not moving properly, it impinges on the spinal nerves, irritates all of the muscles around it, and can cause pain. Doesn't always cause pain. So even people who don't have pain really have these things happening in their spine all the time. And why is that? Well, we're moving beings. We move a lot, we sit a lot, we look at our phones a lot, we type a lot, we lift a lot, we garden, we play, we do all sorts of things. So as we do all these things, the spine is built to move, and sometimes when we tweak something funny or do something stupid like I did this weekend, like going on a tube behind a boat, which was extremely fun, we build up these subluxations in our spine. So basically things stop moving the way they're supposed to move and can cause inflammatory mediators to be released right around the spinal nerve. Okay, so what does your spine do? It houses your spinal cord, which is the way that your whole body, every cell in your body, and your brain communicate, okay? Somehow there has to be messages sent from your brain via nerves or chemical mediators that have to talk to every single cell in your body. So if somehow one of these nerves, there's all these nerves coming out really between, if you can see this, right? These are the nerves that go to every single muscle, every joint, every organ, every cell in your body is talked to via these nerves from your brain. If one of the joints is not moving properly, it can irritate that nerve, okay? In school, one of the ways they described it, which is not really the greatest way, but it's a good analogy for visualization, is like a garden hose getting pinched. If that nerve is getting pinched a little bit, it may not be physically pinched, but it could be chemically pinched or mediated by different chemicals, or just, irritated a little bit in some way, then the information flowing through that garden hose, it's still moving, but it's moving through. If you're pinching a garden hose, the water still comes through, but in a different way. So if that's happening to the nerve over time, the brain is not talking to your cells or your body in the same way as it normally would, right? So a subluxation, eventually that can turn into pain, and it can be muscular and joint and nerve mediated, and that's why releasing those subluxations can be very, very helpful in a pain situation. But that's also why we recommend maintenance to people, because we are active beings. Things continue to build up. These subluxations in your spine, they are not a one-time thing. This is happening over your lifetime, and they accumulate. And that's why, as we age, people think, oh, well, I'm just getting old. I'm in pain because I'm old. Well, you don't have to be, because these subluxations don't need to be there. Actually, you're much better off, and you're going to have a healthier life if they are not. So one thing you can do for yourself, even if you're not in pain, is see a chiropractor occasionally to make sure nothing is building up. And if nothing's building up, then you're having a much less likely chance of having pain happen and a problem happen eventually. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to come and do a few video series. This is my first one, and I'm keeping it under 5 minutes. We're at 4, so I'm going to stop talking, and we'll talk more later. Thanks a lot.